It's nice to go out and play a sport, but that's not why I'm here on earth, and that's not my number one purpose. It's what it is to get to know and share Jesus. And so I think that's something that being able to have faith at the forefront of my life has really opened me up to more success in sports and academics and just any relationships that I have in my life.
You have all of these things about, I'm not happy, so I'm leaving. I don't like the paycheck, so I'm leaving. We are losing what makes team sports so amazing. And Varsity Catholic honestly has the biggest call in these next, I'd say, like 10 years.
I think had I not found Varsity Catholic, that I would just be in like a lot more selfish place as a person. I think my identity would still be tied very closely to Reed Malik, the golfer. I don't think there'd be a lot of separation in my life of Reed Malik, the person, and Reed Malik, the golfer. It's like those two would be completely intertwined.
You know, my 2 years that I wasn't involved with Varsity Catholic, I really just felt, you know, kind of alone in my faith journey, especially as an athlete. You're always on the go, you're always at team practice. You don't really get to be involved in any other communities outside of your team. And so it's really kind of hard to find that group and find that belonging in a faith-based setting. And I think that's something for me, connecting me with other athletes who I didn't even know were Catholic or shared the same faith that I did.
Varsity Catholic has really helped me to like stay consistent. I think a lot of the times when you don't have a group that you can go to, like for Bible studies or discipleship, or just even like volunteering or doing anything like that, I find myself not showing up as much or not like putting time into it. But Varsity Catholic and the Newman Center being so involved in the community really helped me to stay committed to helping others and growing in my relationship with God.
You know, at the end of the day, we're still college kids, and you know, we're more than our sport. And I think a lot of times that's really hard for athletes to remember. So being able to get away from that and you know, go to a Bible study at Jake's house and just, you know, feel like a kid and feel like someone who's just trying to get to know Jesus and grow deeper in his faith, it really allows you to step back from the things that, you know, might be in your head and might be taking up a lot of your time and causing you to worry a lot, and just being able to recenter and refocus on what is important.
I met the people through Varsity Catholic, and I don't know, like, again, they just kind of shaved away all the layers, they shaved away the pride. The armor that I had from playing for Nebraska specifically, they just kind of cut right through it. And it wasn't making me feel bad about my achievements, it was, how are you, Rebecca? Like, how are you today? What was today like for you? And they would ask me about practice, but then they'd move on because they knew that there was more to my day than just practice. And that was crazy to me because that's all that really consumed my mind was how practice went.
A lot of my worth was placed in golf as to my scores. Like how good Reed Malik is and how other people view him was completely based off of how good at golf I was. It's really hard to get out of that mindset. Like I think sometimes people don't know that with athletes, that it's really hard to separate who you are from your sport. Like from the time I was 10, like I've been known as Reed Malik, the golfer. Everyone that meets me still to this day, like even at the Newman Center, it's like, oh, you're the golfer. And it's like, yes, like I am, I play golf. But just like learning through Varsity Catholic that like, that's not who I am. I'm not the golfer. Like I'm Reed Malik, beloved son of God.
With Varsity Catholic, it felt like when you had a problem, like you had someone there to talk to you about it, like regarding your faith. Like how can you go to Jesus about it? I don't know, I just always felt like it was a safe place for me, and that just really helped me to open up and not be so internal with like all my problems. And I think that helped me grow like as a teammate. I was able to be there for my teammates when they needed someone to talk to. You're giving athletes a place where they don't have to be an athlete. And that to me is huge for your mental health and for your journey in your faith.
And just like the last year and a half, 2 years, it's really shaped how I viewed my college experience. Coming in, I was all about just winning championships and having a lot of fun. And if I was doing that, then I was good. I know for me, when I was not very Catholic, I didn't necessarily want to talk to people who weren't athletes or this or that. Like if a regular missionary would have approached me and like not viewed it through the eye of sport, I don't think I really would have connected with them.
I think Varsity Catholic in the future, like I would honestly say like there's a call now. Like Varsity Catholic missionaries have got to kick it up a notch, because I think we lay it on them really nice, but the people that have stuck with me the most are the ones who challenged me off the bat, because they understand the importance of a soul and just the cry for a soul. Like you hear the name of Jesus and there's like a part of you that like, whoa, like a shiver goes down your spine. And that could be if you love him or you hate him. there's something powerful in the name of Jesus.
I think it's so important to keep Varsity Catholic alive and going because it really just gives you a place where you know you can rely on those people to hold you accountable in your faith and in your sport to make sure that you're showing up for the things that you committed to do.
We don't have to feel guarded, like it's other people who understand what we're going through day to day, but also people who share our faith of that like we're sons and daughters of God first, and that like we can go there and just have a community that we can talk about sports, but most of the time I feel like no one wants to talk about sports.
Varsity Catholic has just helped me love my sport again, and like, it's not all that I am.
Pursuing relationships with those people and growing my faith and their faith together, whether we're at a Varsity Catholic event or a Bible study or at church or not, whether it's just we're just sitting down in the training table or seeing each other in the weight room. I think it's a community and a network that it really allows the faith to be alive in the athletic department.
It makes me excited, sorry, this makes me a little emotional. I had such amazing teammates last year, Sarah, Abby, Jordan, Haley. They all gave me a place where I could really grow in that area. Sorry. They did such a good job of discipling and showing me what it means to live my life for Jesus and being able to see that. I'm just excited to do that for someone else. I haven't talked about that ever, so it's new, but yeah, them being gone is hard, but I think that's one of those things with being uncomfortable. Nicole and Abby, she's discipling me and my friend Bree right now. And she's helping us to step out of our comfort zone and like disciple others and like evangelize and like help people grow in their faith. And I'm just excited to be that for somebody else. Yeah.